Hi there, my name's Arend Renting. I'm with Harcourts here in Palmerston North, and today we're very lucky. We've got Sheree Garth, who's here with us today from Independent Drug Screening. I think that's right.
That is right.
And she's going to inform us today about methamphetamine, or P as it's better known. And this reason why we're doing this video today is because it affects so many people. It affects people who are looking to buy, or if you're looking to sell, and then also landlords, investors, and even tenants if you're looking to rent a property, which is probably the main one where people are very transient coming and going. But it is affecting the real estate market in a real big way, so it'll be really good to get some information on how it's affecting.
Sure.
So I suppose the big question for people who don't know is, what is methamphetamine, or P, as we've sort of heard a lot about it in the media.
Yeah. So methamphetamine is a drug. It is a powerful psychostimulant. Methamphetamine is 100% toxic chemical based. So unlike marijuana, for example, which is a plant and is organic, methamphetamine is 100% toxic chemical based. So when it is smoked, methamphetamine, the vapours are released in the air and recrystallise, and then it falls on your walls and floors and carpets. So all the chemicals that they use to fill out the methamphetamine are being released.
Yeah, so it can contaminate things quite easily,
Yes.
I suppose, whereas anything else is more of a liquid or something.
Yes.
That takes a little bit harder to get there. So why do we need to know about methamphetamine, or P?
Well, methamphetamine, if you are in a property that is contaminated with methamphetamine, you are breathing in the toxic chemicals that are in the drug, and then you are exposed to health risks, and those are things like breathing issues or skin irritability, itchy eyes, headaches, trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
So there are serious health risks in living in a
Yeah, so
contaminated
you
property.
obviously want to be very aware if you're going into a property that is contaminated for those very reasons. You don't want to become contaminated yourself.
No, you
which
need
it
to
sounds like
protect
it's
yourself.
very easy to get it passed on, sort of thing, from touching surfaces or just being in that environment for even a short time.
Yeah.
So how big a problem is it? Do we know how big it is? I've heard a few stories about, if you're a real estate agent and you've been in the market for 6 months, you've probably been through about 12 properties or something like that. So how big a problem is it? Do we know? Do we have a handle on it, I suppose?
It is a big problem. New Zealand is in one of the top 3 countries for having a big problem with methamphetamine.
Yeah, it's quite bad, isn't it?
And yes, it is. And now we're testing homes, and we're finding 1 in 5 homes are contaminated.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of
It is
properties,
huge.
particularly if you're in the industry. So what are the signs to look for if you're going into a property, even if you're a buyer potentially, or looking to rent a property? What are some of the signs you could look for to maybe get some sort of indication if methamphetamine or P has been used in a property? And I suppose it depends on what sort of level, whether it's been smoked in the property or whether it's been manufactured.
Yeah, so the manufactured is slightly easier to spot. That would you'd have excess plastic bottles would be noticeable, burn marks on the grass outside, burn marks around the oven. But other signs to look for, especially if you are you've got tenants, would be missing light bulbs, stains, really orange stains on the carpets. A personal appearance change, so they would start off being quite tidy and presentable, and then you'd notice over time, in quite a quick period of time, that their physical appearance would change. The teeth, it takes the enamel off their teeth, so their dental hygiene sort of deteriorates. They can go from having a lot of furniture in the property to not having quite so much.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound a very pleasant drug at all. So what can people do to find out and test for methamphetamine or P in a property that they may just want to satisfy their curiosity? Because there's obviously still lots of properties that don't have it, but I know a lot of buyers in particular looking at properties want to know that they're buying a property that doesn't have it in there. So what are the sort of tests that they can get done
Done.
to
So
assure themselves.
what we offer, and we would recommend to anyone looking to purchase a property, that they do that as their pre-purchase inspections and tests that they get done,
Yeah.
so they know that they aren't buying a meth problem, because once they have bought it, it is their problem, obviously. We do, our first stage is the presumptive test, so we have a system where we can test and get an instant result. It's a kit that is similar to a pregnancy test. It gives
Okay,
you
yeah.
a result that's either a positive or a negative.
Yeah.
Now, the Ministry of Health cutoff is 0.5 micrograms, so anything above that would be positive, and anything below that is negative.
Yeah, so there's basically two slices at it. The first one's whether we have it or not,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
So if it's a yes, and then the next stage is getting a lab test or something like that,
yes.
to quantify how much is actually the property contaminated by.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's a really good point for anybody watching this video. You will be coming across, if you're looking to buy a property, pretty much all real estate agents will be recommending getting testing done. It is pretty much a standard practice here at Harcourts now that it's part of the due diligence. We recommend building reports, LIMS and methamphetamine tests if people want to get it done. But not only for that in the real estate industry, we also recommend people who are looking to sell to get a test done. Not that they've used it, but people who are looking to buy don't know the sellers. So it's about being open and transparent to just remove any element of doubt, or just makes the property a little bit more saleable, that people know that there's been no methamphetamine in the property.
And also anyone who is a property that they've got tenanted, so we would recommend before a tenant moved in, the property was tested, and then once they've moved out, also have it tested, and then you've got a record showing, on this date it was tested. And
so you've got a baseline that it's clear here, and then another baseline as people move in and out of the property.
And that's important.
Yeah. Thanks, Sheree. I mean, that's some really good information on a real epidemic that we have in the country at the moment. So we don't know where this is going to be going from here. Hopefully we might be able to get on top of it, or it may be just getting worse. But thank you very much for coming in. And if you want any further information about methamphetamine testing or P testing, we'll have our information on Sheree and the company Independent Drug Screening is what it's called. Her contact details will be at the end of this video, or if you want to know a little bit more about how it's affecting the real estate industry, by all means, as always, just get in contact with me and I'll be happy to give you some information about it or put you in contact with Sheree. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.